Something extremely exciting is going to happen in 1 week from today. That is, a really smart friend of mine, an engineer, a hydrologist with a drone, is going to come over, and this time of year the white oaks lose their leaves, so it's a really good time to make a drone map, to map out this massive property, this huge forest that I know very well, but a topographical map, a detailed map that I can play with in GIS programs and stuff, would help me with having an assurance that my plans will actually work out better, and will help me with planning and architecture, figuring out where I can put ponds. I'm making a list of bulldozer projects for fire protection. There's all sorts of plans, and I can make those without the map, but the map gives me this amazing view that I don't have now. Even though I know the land, I'll learn things I couldn't have learned any other way. I know it. I've seen the maps this guy has made. Extremely detailed, extremely useful, especially with things like water flow. Now, there aren't streams and creeks here, but water gathers in certain spots under the ground. And if you look at permaculture and swales and keyline design, stuff like that, you'll understand that. There's water flowing under the ground more during parts of the year than others, but all the time, really. And there's spots that make sense for pools. And those pools could be for wildlife. They could be for, I would like a koi pond somewhere. There's a guy named Sepp Holzer. That's S-E-P-P Holzer, no T, H-O-L-C-E-R, I think. He's in Austria. Makes great lakes. Look him up. I'll put a link. And one of my fears I've had, and it's a very good fear to have, is I'll fuck shit up. If I develop things the wrong way, I will limit myself in my options, and also, in some sense, I could damage the land. The changes I'm going to make are so small a percentage of the land that I really won't damage the forest. But I could damage my own future and future use. I could create limitations that miss opportunities. That's the real danger here. And so this map is going to help me not do that. And I'll be able to, it's going to cost like $1,000, a little bit less. But I'm going to ask for a couple extra services and a little bit extra time with him to bounce around the ideas that I have with him and have him criticize them. I need to get a reality check from somebody who knows things I don't. So this will probably be the most useful expert I've had here in 21 years. It's gonna affect every other project that ever occurs here. Every spot we would put a building or not put a building. I mean, putting a little hut somewhere, even a tiny hut could have an impact. Because humans, when they plop themselves down in a forest, they just spread out destruction all around them. And so I can control that by having denser buildings, by putting certain kinds of huts in certain places, or tiny houses, or whatever. I can map out where I want to have different kinds of groves of trees, like this whole grove of trees over there. That's all new growth. I cut down all these pines there, and there was nothing under the pines, and then now there's a forest there. So this allows me to think long term, which is not how normal developers of anything think. They think short-term profit. How much money can they make now? That's the extent of it. This one's going to allow me to actually look at it and map out where every possible view is, maximizing views. This will allow me to maximize microclimates, which I can already do now. I mean, It's not like this drone is going to tell me things I don't know at all. Maybe. I hope it does. But, you know, I've got, like, over here, there's an area I want to set up just as a park. It's going to be, it's extra shaded. It faces northeast. I've got a ravine that I want to protect over there and a ravine down there I want to protect. I've got an area in the south that's going to require major planning because I want it to be a mixed use area. I need to figure out where walls go. I want to divide the land up better than I have now. And it's not like I don't have maps now. I have maps in Google My Maps. I also walked around various times with a GPS. And so I've kind of somewhat crude GPS maps. But this drone map is going to do an amazing job. I don't believe he has LiDAR. LiDAR is a better technology. And I don't know that I need it. LiDAR is L-I-D-A-R. It's laser something. They're using it to find like lost cities in the Yucatan and stuff like that. In various parts of the world. It's pretty exciting technology. So he doesn't have that. But I don't have any lost cities anyway, so far as I know. So this is big. Now, I have no money to pay him. He's going to do it anyway. He knows where I live. And this pushes me further into needing to do fundraising efforts for the next stage of this project. But I'm very motivated to do that because this is such a new level of enlightenment, really. To really see the big picture. And the price he quoted me included some land nearby. That's because the context of surrounding land matters if you're going to plan the use of this land. That's one of the principles I have is don't plan for the property line. Plan for the overall use of the land. In other words, one land may connect to another land. And I have 2 properties over there I'd like to purchase someday because they would make sense. One would improve access. The other one would extend one of my best areas to another spot and allow me to do some stuff with another spot. And then down there's a huge piece of land that would make the whole property less long and narrow and make it fatter, make it wider. That's, you know, big money stuff there. So as I think about crowdfunding or raising money for the place or charging people to come here, I have bigger goals than just making it work a little bit. I want to make it be one of the most amazing places in the world. We'll see. Anyway, I'm excited. I hope you're excited for me. And maybe you'll be here someday if I can figure that out. We'll see.